Hello guys, here I will show you how to create a Gantt chart for your project with dynamic taskbar and holiday marker with simple formula. And before creating the formula, I will start to create a Gantt chart from a blank worksheet. As you can see here, I start typing all basic project information in this worksheet. Okay, now I'll prepare to create the table for the Gantt chart. I start by typing columns name, that's a level, task description, assignment for the employee, start date, end date, and then number of work days. Now I'll prepare column for dates. The first date, which is put in the first column, will be the same with the start date of your project. And then after that, you can drag the first date to the right side of the table as many as columns that you want. It could be at least the same with the period length of your project. You can align that position in that dates column and also adjust its column as well. You can start typing your project task here. We can start with dummy projects as well as dummy start and end dates. You can revise it later. After completing typing the start and end dates for all tasks, you can try to calculate the number of work days. This is just a basic formula. I use this just to see whether there is any negative number of work days here, which means there is incorrect typing in dates in those start and end dates column. We'll change the formula later. Now we can start typing the formula in all of those dates columns. The logic is we want to show value of 1 if the dates is between the start and end dates in each row. So we start from the first cell where it will be copied to all of those dates columns. Now you see that all cells already filled with the formula, and you see also that the dates between those start and end dates periods have value of 1. And now we can start continuing to create a conditional formatting formula in these cells. The logic is, if the cells have value of 1, the color will be changed with other color, and I choose a dark gray color here. You can see the result after you typing this formula. You can change font colors of all cells in this dates columns to white now, so you won't see any 0 or 1 value in this column. Your Gantt chart is finished now. If you don't want to add any holiday markers, you can start to prepare it for printing. Now I will revise the workdays calculation in the number of workdays column here. The formula that I use is a count if formula, where it will count the occurrence of 1 in each rows. Now I will continue to add days off in the Gantt chart table. I will change fonts in this table to black again to to see how the formulas works. The logic is to compare the day number of dates inside the table with the day number of the days that you categorize as non-working days, and then change the number from 0 or 1 into 2. Formulas that I'm working right now is just a helper formula. It is created just to show you what is the day number of each days in these cells. You don't have to follow these steps if you already understand the concept of finding the days number. Now I'm creating the formula to insert value of 2 if the formula found that the day number of the dates is non-working days. After completing creating formula on the first cell, you can copy and paste it to the whole cells. You can check the formula to see whether the tables already have a value of 2 in non-working days. Okay, now we can start to create conditional formatting for this value of 2. The step basically the same with the step of creating the conditional formatting formula to show colors when the value of this table is 1. Now we just add another conditional formatting formula that changes the color if the value is 2. Okay, here is the result. You can start to tidy the table up now. Then we can continue to create formula uh, for specific holidays. If the previous formula is based on this number, now the formula will be based on dates itself. So the logic is, if the formula found the dates is the same with the specific dates that you put into holidays table, so the color have to be changed. I will start it by creating a separate table in a separate worksheet to put specific dates of holidays for this Gantt chart table. You must specify how many rows that you will need to put your holidays dates here. Select cells with dates and define a name range for these dates. Then go back to the Gantt chart table and modify the formula in the Gantt chart table, where it have to be modified to insert value of 3 if the dates in the table is the same with the dates that you have specified in the holidays table. After completing modifying the formula, you can start to create a conditional formatting formula again to change the color of the cell if the value in the cell is 3. Okay, here's the result. Your Gantt chart is finished now. You can prepare the spreadsheet for printing now. There are many of variations that can be applied based off this numbers concept. So you can explore, you can develop by yourself with your own spreadsheet. Okay, that's all guys. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.